Well, good afternoon, everybody in the quad racer world. How's it going? It's been a few weeks since we shot some videos. Just been super swamped. But wanted to take time to show you one of our latest project bikes. You're actually going to see this before the owner even gets to see it. It's just a gorgeous day out in the desert. The Lokesters out there hanging out on the motorcycle, barking at the moon even though the sun's out. Everything's good, except my jelly palm, it's done. But anyways, long story short, as most of you know, we build a lot of trick bikes, mostly the Suzuki's, but had one of these bring in. We had a customer, he's a good guy, his name's John, he's from Oregon, bring his Zilla down to get queued up. And long story short is that, first off, let's give some credit where credit is due. The inspiration for this bike really comes from a gentleman out in Michigan. He's just a great dude, and he's got a stockish looking Zilla with some Q stuff, and its name is Shirley. So the gentleman's name is Matt Shirey, and just a good guy, and gave us the inspiration to do this project. So what is this? It's a 90 Zilla, the last of the Mohicans, and this bike was pretty much restored and hardly ridden after restoration, but some of the stuff wasn't right, and John liked it, but he wanted to get it queued up, so he dropped it off right after Christmas, and we just tried to figure out what the heck we're going to do to this thing. Well, long story short, I decided to build this bike as a factory option special edition DunerX Edition bike, and put as if the factory would have offered this bike as an option. So you could see we got 90 Zilla graphics, things mint, full fenders, and then the Q DunerX Edition graphics that I did. My buddy from Tequila Graphics, Andy, helped me with that. But this is all my design, simple, like factory. But so let's talk about the meat and potatoes of this bike. Yes, I know, this bike is just unbelievably cherry and trick. But as everybody knows, in the Q Lab we don't build trailer queens or garage hangers. So what is this bike? Okay, we got a 90 Zilla, and let's start with the front. This thing used to have some funky aluminum bumpers, blah blah blah. Long story short, put the stock bumpers back on it. What's done to the front end? Shocks are redone, and all the Q RX geometry is done to the front end. So this thing doesn't have bump steer or camber issues anymore. They're just perfect. Also, what we did is we used the factory wheels, had a pretty cherry set of them, and put on some Razorback style tires, dune runners, on the front. And these tires just work awesome for all around usage. Got the factory headlight on it, even the factory bars, grips, twist throttle, it's sick. This ignition key, all the stuff. This thing is just bitchin'. Switch. The owner put a bunch of stainless hardware in it to kind of give it that stainless look, and I like it. It looks trick. So moving backwards, we'll start on this side. What's done to the motor? Well, of course, there's that gentleman right there, DRXQ. Yeah, I think I know him. So what has the motor got done to it? It is a DunerX motor, and basically, ported, rechambered, reinforced, V-force reeds, RX 42.5 carburetor, O-ringed head, just bitchin', RX clutch setup in it. We've got over here, we've got lowered foot pegs. Yep. And all that's done up. We took, yeah, I know, I guess I'm really, really happy with the graphics. Factory looking, just bitchin'. Factory seat, just perfect. Factory plastic, just beautiful. Now on the back end here, what we did is we made them a Q-Fab swing arm out of a couple stock swingers. This thing's actually 3.5 over. As you can see, even with the full floater stickers, powder coated, factory colors. On the back, we've got LTR 450 hubs and factory Z400 wheels. We got V-paddle sand sharks on this bike. You know, rubber's critical on these bikes. You know, it's not, you know, haulers and straight paddles, they're cool, they're fast up the hill, but they don't turn worth the shit. This bike will cut, turn, wheelie, do everything with this rubber setup in it. Run it for years. One of the trick things that, you know, was actually a pain in the ass, but the owner wanted, if you look right here, you'll see that the original parking brake cable is still on it and functioning. Well, thanks to yours truly, I had a custom built cable made and put it back up, adjusted. It's perfect. Got a brand new DID chain in it, re-geared. You know, on the back, yep, look who that is. There's some power right there. And relocated the rear shock reservoir, moved it up, that way your boot doesn't tear it up. There's the lowered foot peg and then the modified shifter. We get the shifter, we bend it, heat it, bend it so it has the correct angle for your boots with the new location. And yep, now here's some stuff right here. This took some time. RX 2.0 pipe system on it, of course. You could see the quality and fit and finish, just awesome. But what you can see right now is the amount of time it took to cut and profile that fender to make it work. You know, 99 times out of 100, we just cut the fenders off this thing because they're just air drag. But John wanted the factory look, so we had to do some modification on the crossbar and fasteners and all that, and we made it work. Here's our overflow bottle, so you can see even got the factory air scoop in the front. Just a gorgeous bike, man, just gorgeous. And you know, we test rode this thing, just put some other tires on it, ran it around local here, but she's getting ready to go to Dumont to get christened and just go for a dune. It should be set up. I got it geared. I've done a ton of these bikes and know what this setup. This bike is probably just an unbelievable sleeper looking bike. This thing looks factory stock, but it is a rocket. Don't kid yourself. And it runs great. You know, it's not a full tilt race quad, but I'll tell you what, this thing will hammer with the best of them. But that's it. Just wanted to take this time to introduce you. By the way, her code name is Laverne. I'm not sure if John's going to keep that name, but we kind of did that a takeoff on Matt's bike. He nicknamed her Shirley, so I figured, hey, they could be sisters, Laverne and Shirley. Yep. So anyways, that's it. Just a gorgeous bike. I'm really proud of this thing. John, I hope you like it when you see it. And folks, we'll talk to you later. Bye.